Problem at all. All right, let's get to the mail back. Jane wants to know, she says, am I, the seller, required to turn on utilities for a short sale home inspection even though I've moved out and the home is vacant?
Yes.
That doesn't seem cool. What if I moved out? What if I moved to Tucumcari, New Mexico?
What if you're a buyer and you're buying a property where the utilities aren't on, so you can't test all the major appliance and all the systems?
Dude, I'm not making money off of this sale. Let the bank turn the utilities on.
It's an appraisal
The
requirement.
bank doesn't own the home. They don't have the right.
Then call them up and say, "I'm giving you the right to turn on the utilities." Why? I mean, I'm losing money.
It's going to be part. It's going to be part of the.
I got to go back and turn on utilities.
I believe it's going to be part of the agreement between you and the bank and allowance for the sale. That you're going to have certain minimal responsibilities on your part, and one of them is that you need to make things as convenient as possible for the buyer. Their inspection, as far as access and utilities, because they need to know what's wrong with the home. Major functions. Does the heater work? Does the water heater work? Does the water flow?
I'm not saying that
the power.
It shouldn't be turned on. I'm just saying, why do I, the person who's losing their butt in this transaction, have to do that? I mean, what if I don't? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Frank? I'm not turning them on.
Well, you're losing your butt, and so is the bank. And at the end of the day, and this is going to sound a little harsh, but
the buyer is going to come in, have their home inspection. They're going to say, we were not able to perform a thorough home inspection because no utilities.
Right. So the bank's going to turn them on.
And they're going to say, and we're not going to do anything. I mean, you could try to force the hand of the bank, but I don't know.
Of course they're going to turn them on.
I haven't had that situation happen, but I'm sure there may be some kind of, I don't know if they can penalize you anymore because you're
exactly. What are they going to do? You already took all my money.
I'm going to say yes. So,
but there's an advantage to her cooperating with the terms of the short sale, and that might be part of the terms.
Oh, that cash for keeps.
If not, no. If not, just stop making your payments and let the bank foreclose in 4 years, and then you.
And then when the bank sells the property, then they're going to have to put the utilities on because that's.
Well, you're assuming that in a short sale they're still making their payments. It's the same. They're not making their payments, right?
No, but it's a soft landing for recovering in the future.
But it's still a short sale. I'm just saying, why doesn't the bank? Why don't you say, well, I'm not turning the utilities on, Mr. Bank. You turn them on and you sell the damn house.
Here's my question: why
the
wouldn't
bank will
you turn
just say
it on?
we're not approving the short sale? They'll foreclose.
I was going to say,
in order to not pay $300 in utilities, they're going to go through a foreclosure process.
Look, it behooves you to just make this go as quickly as possible. So why wouldn't
don't have the organization skills or
the
systems, but the banks don't have the banks don't have people in place.
The manpower
they don't have the manpower. They don't have systems set up to do this stuff. It's not a guy that calls up the utilities and says, "Yeah, this is the bank. Will you turn these on for me?" Who are you going to have do it? It's
Big
not
Bang
something
Frank.
the bank does.
It may come down to that they're going to, more than likely a smart agent's going to step in and say, you know what, I'm going to take care of this because this is never going to get done if I don't do this. Yeah. And on top of that, the bank is definitely not going to show any favoritism or leniency to that former borrower for complicating the transaction. Yeah. So
okay,
you're only shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm broke. I'm losing my house. I moved out. I probably gave all my money to a landlord like I shouldn't have for first and last deposit. And then you're telling me I got to pay $300 to turn on the lights so you can sell the house and get money.
Well, if you're not living there,
so you can move on with your life.
If you're not living there, water's not going to be flowing every day. Your power's not going to be flowing. Gas isn't going to be flowing. Your bills every month or for that 2 months that you're going through the process is probably going to be a couple of bucks for each utility.
Okay, Jane. They're all saying yes, and I'm with you. I say
get it done, Jane.
Stick it to the big banks.